Hello everybody, thank you for joining me at my cute little cove. Today we have a bit of a special episode for you because, as I've said before, the Z pack is the advancement pack that we run on this server, and in today's episode we're going to add some super cool and super special new functionality. But before I do that, I need to set up a little shop in the shopping district. Now this shop is not going to be for me to make any money at all. This is a complete community resource, and as we go along I think you'll discover what it is exactly that I'm building and what it is that we're going to be adding to this data pack as we go. If you can't already guess from the title, because I probably gave it away in that, you know how these things go. But anyway, first we just want to head over here to our chests because I noticed something a little bit different here. Bugman stuff, everything's sorted, you're welcome. Well, I didn't hire any chest sorting services, so I'm not really sure what's going on. Blocks and building, miscellaneous. I didn't know I had that many water buckets, so that's probably a good thing. Precious and loot, yeah, I suppose so. Around the back here we've got ender pearls, I do have a lot of those. Mob drops, yeah. Food and nature, okay, cool, fair enough. And over here seems to be my armor and tools, my cobble and my dirt. And a few extra things here. There's my turtle egg and my trident and my diamond, but here's the IO Bugman CX4 diamond ore. That was from a previous transaction, which I think I did pretty well out of. My Bugman equals lootman stick. I should keep that, shouldn't I? And give this to Maxilla. So I don't know, maybe this was a service from Maxilla in exchange for some gold. If that's the case, thank you. I hope nothing went missing. I'm sure it didn't. Look, everything's still there. So I'll have to get in touch with Max and find out if it was him. And if so, I think I owe him some gold, even though I didn't ask for anything. I've come out here to this wither skeleton farm because we're going to need some wither skeleton skulls. And apparently at the moment this is... Oh, I'm not supposed to jump. Jumping allows the line of sight between the blazes and me when the blazes do spawn. The trouble is, my room's very bright at the moment, so I can't see very much. There's a blaze in here, see? So the good thing is, I can see over the top, and I can make eye contact with any wither skeletons that happen to spawn. But everything else can't see me and doesn't aggro, including the blazes. I think the only problem with this design is that it's rather slow, and if there are too many other mobs like pigmen, then there's no way for me to get rid of them other than running away and then coming back, which uses up all of my energy and time. And at the moment I can't see any wither skeletons, and I'm hoping to be able to get 3 skulls, so we'll see. So here's one, and I think there are 2 more. They can see me. We go up to the end here. This takes a while. And they should be pathfinding to me. There's another one, there's 4. And then they'll go up here. They should all go up there. Come on. See what I mean? This is a little bit tedious, but it's supposed to work. And then I can just whack them with my looting sword. And hopefully get a skull. No skulls. It's going to take me a little while. There are 2 other people in the nether at the moment, so the spawns are not so great. I'm just going to have to keep at this for a while. I don't know about you, but in real life, sitting at my keyboard, whenever it's like this and I need to peer over the edge and I can't jump, or I don't want to jump, I sit up high in my chair as if sitting up high allows me to actually see further over the edge. It's really strange. Come on, boys. 1. 2. I got 2 in that one. Fantastic. I don't really need 4, but it's always good to have a spare. So we have 1, 2, 3. Whatever are we going to do with these? Well, I mean, I could always put one on my head. Oh, look at me. Look at you. You're very upset that I'm wearing one of your brother's skulls. Well, we're back from a successful trip at the Wither Skeleton Farm, and check this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's right. We got 12. We stayed there for quite a while and managed to get a good number of them. Also, my little bug hole got invaded by chickens. Thank you, Thomas. I'll be sure to return all of these eggs to you in due course. So, we need to get ourselves organized and do something with these skulls here. Go away. No, not more! Hey, little fella. Let's go. I know that if we make it all the way to where we're going, you're even going to find your way all the way back to that beach. Because apparently the turtles can find their original, favorite spot up to 10,000 blocks away, which is huge. So that's very impressive. Now, I have to say that I'm partially thankful for the chickens that Thomas left in my bug hole, because we don't have an ample source of food yet. So I managed to get just over a stack and a half of chicken, which is currently cooking, and I'm looking forward to having a bit of a picnic later on. So I have to say that I don't want to be greedy. I want to make sure that Thomas gets everything back. You know, he went to a lot of effort, obviously, to make sure that all those chickens went to a good home. So I'm down here inside of his shipwreck, the one that he found buried inside the beach, and I'm just going to make sure that there's plenty of chickens here for him when he gets back, just so that he knows that I was very appreciative of what happened, and that I've got plenty of food now, and I'm very happy. But as I said, I don't want to be greedy, so he needs to make sure he's got his own fair share of chickens as well. More eggs! My ears! My ears! Oh, thank goodness. Okay, I promise never to do that again. Let's go kill a wither. It's thundery out there. It's a shame we can't get any charged heads at the moment. It doesn't sound like that lasted long anyway. We're here at the end. Because, I'm sorry, I'm going to do a cheaty wither fight. I'm not going to do one of those big, outdoors or in a cave things. I'm just going to come up here to the end portal, because there is a flat area of bedrock which you can use to spawn in the wither. And I am super, super nervous about this. I've seen it done, so I know that doing this should invoke the wither in the correct way without it... Oh god, we're so close now. Without it going through to spawn or anything like that. That is absolutely what we do not want. You don't want to be there, buddy. Okay, are we ready for this? Are we ready? We're ready! Come on, come on. He seems to be good. Come on. Oh, there he goes. He's good. We're safe. Wow, that's loud. Wow, loud. Okay. Don't stand there, Enderman. Don't stand in my field of view. Come on. Yes. Yes, die. Come on, die. Die faster. There. There we go, we got it. Boss battle. We get all the mob drops from all the bosses. And we've got ourselves a nether star. Yes. We're going to need this a little bit later on. But in the meantime, I'm going to kill one more, because I need a beacon and a nether star. All will become apparent. Well, actually, I don't need the beacon for our build later on, but I will need a beacon in general. So it's time. I'm not so afraid anymore. Let's do it. Come on, back up. Uh-oh. Poor Black Sun. He's flashing. There he goes. And in we go. Number 2, round 2. I mean, this is so cheaty, isn't it? But when you need your nether stars, you know, you use what you've got available. Here he goes. Got him. Okay, 2 nether stars. Right, let's head back. Well, we are out here in the shopping district, and I've reserved this little space here, which should do the job quite nicely. The build I intend to make is not going to be exceptionally big. It probably won't be exceptionally good either, because, well, I'm not the world's best builder. I'm just me. I do what I can. So I've got my ender chest. I've got a couple of different items. This one and this one. Let's put them down here. So the first one is the project box. Actually, this one is the project box. It's going to be a predominantly sprucey build in this case, and we're going to need most of these items here. And in this one, we've got this assortment. Oh, there's one of my drowned heads that I got the other day. You want to have a look? Check me out. I'm a drowned. Okay, that wasn't very good. I won't do that again. Yeah, so get that off. Put that on. Yeah, so we've got all of these miscellaneous items, which you'll see as the build comes along what these are all for. So, let's get cracking. Well, we have built the exterior shape, and yes, before you say, hey Bugman, you've just built a big wooden box. Well, yes, I know it's a big wooden box, but we're going to detail it a little bit. Now, I've had to make sure that we don't push into this build too much. I mean, technically, inside here there's a window, so technically there's still something to look at. I tried to respect the gap as much as I could, but on the other side, we need an access way through here as well, so this would be the main path coming through here, which we can just adjust. I mean, this is not finished anyway. So, here, we don't want this dark spruce wood. We want to make this all nice and use these new textures to just lighten up the look of it a bit. And I think that looks pretty good. I've not built with these before, so, you know, first time for everything. Well, we've made a little bit of progress. I put in the windows and put a nice little purple one up the top. What I also like about the interior of this build is that it's all a little bit different on all of the sides. On the front here you have the 2 windows. On this side is a solid wall. The back is a little bit taller, and on the right side this sort of split window with a double thing here, and you've got a little bit of a view on this side. This is a shelf along the back, and here we're going to install a countertop. But before we do that, we just need to put in some library books, because this is going to have a kind of you know, old rundown bookstore feel to it. Or not bookstore, but antique shop or place where you would go and buy all sorts of knickknacks and things like that that you would need to dust off it by blowing on before you even knew what it was. That sort of thing. So let me carry on here for a little bit more, and then I'll come back. It's much easier to build off camera. Sorry. Where have they gone? There they are. Okay, 15. That'll do for now. Because what we're going to do here is we're just going to dot around a few of the item frames on the wall. Not there actually. I mean, that's fun, but not there. And up here as well, you know, a few different locations like this. And along here we're going to make a whole wall full. And even in places like this, we're going to have some different item frames. I need to make maybe 2 or 3 more. And yeah, but this is good. This is good. Now this is why we brought this box along with us. Let's get all of these things. Da-da-da. Okay. Now inside of the shop, we're just going to put... Oh, this would be a bit easier if... You know, there was a suggestion made, I think by Isuma, where you could have... You know, like in creative mode, you can have the toolbars that you can swap. was a suggestion for that to be in survival, and I think it's a great suggestion because, I mean, this is just irritating when you have to move things around manually like that. Blaze rod, bit boring, but yeah, it'll do. Turtle egg, yep. And of course, tropical fish in a bucket. And that is it. We've added a few more items, which you can see as I pan around the room. And all that we're needing now, really, is a shopkeeper. And not just any old shopkeeper. This one's going to be a special shopkeeper. So let me get prepared for bringing him in, and then I'll join you back here. Well, you might notice a very strange item in my inventory, and that is the barrier block. And this is one build which, as I said, it's a community build. It's very, very special. So this gives me license to use the barrier block in just these very, very rare situations. I think I need to be in creative so I can see them properly. So let me just do that. Now what we're going to do is we are going to block these. And what this leaves is basically a little one wide gap, which allows us to access the shopkeeper, because the shopkeeper is going to be selling us something very, very special indeed. Now, there are a couple of other considerations. I need to get under here and put barrier blocks underneath, and I also need to go around the back and put barrier blocks in the appropriate spot on the back, just so that he can't be stolen or tampered with or get anything like that. I mean, technically you could ender pearl in there and kill him, but if you do that, then where's the fun in that for everybody, right? So let me finish putting these in, and then we're going to summon in our villager. You got me. You got me. You got me. At least I can say now I've got the advancement. Totally took me by surprise. Well, I had my hopes up. Alright, I better get rid of that thing before the end of this episode. Now, where were we? Let's just break in here. For now. Yes, okay. So our shop is going to need a book. Welcome, traveler. Let's have a look inside. I actually have a couple of copies here. So we'll just read one of those. You know, just in case they go missing, it can happen. So here we are. It says, "Hello, traveler. Welcome to Poseidon Brothers Discount Warehouse. Totally not an illegal front for the black market. Definitely not. Inside my store, you'll find all sorts of interesting things. But let's be honest. You didn't really come here for all this old junk, did you? Did you? Of course not. Now, lean closer. Closer. Yes, that's it. I've got some real special stuff just for you. Just came in yesterday off the back of a minecart. Totally not illegal. No, the rumors are not true. This is a legitimate business, not a front to the black market. I'm a legitimate trader. Now, I know you're interested. Right-click me and take a look." But we haven't installed him yet, so that is the next task. And once that's done, we're done. We do need to add a little update to the data pack, but I'm going to do that just in time for the launch of all of this for everybody on the ZF Patron server. So let's get ready to get him installed, and then I will show you how it all works. Right, so, well, look at this. This is the view that our shopkeeper's going to have. Basically, he's in here 24/7, can't get out because he's surrounded by barrier blocks, doesn't even have access to adequate toilet facilities. But that's okay. I'll look after him. I'll come by and give him a bit of zombie flesh and top up his water from time to time. Okay, so to do this, we need to install temporarily a command block, because the command is far too long for me to just type on the console. What it's going to do is it's going to spawn in a special villager. Need a button. And there he is. Okay, so if you are a customer, you walk in and you read the book, then put that cobweb away, then you walk up to the guy and you say, "Hello," right-click him, and he's got trades. Well, one trade is all he has. The trade is a nether star and a beetroot soup. It's not cheap. Well, I mean, this one is, but this one isn't. So what you need to do is craft yourself up a beetroot soup, waste one of your nether stars, and you get Eye of the Storm. You can see what it does. Summon a thunderstorm. So if you buy one of these and eat the beetroot soup, hey, give those back. If you eat the beetroot soup, you are going to be able to summon a thunderstorm for 5 minutes, which is fantastic. It means you can get your tridents ready, you can get your mobs all lined up, and then you can use a very expensive nether star to summon a thunderstorm for 5 minutes and get all the mob heads that you need. It's very difficult to get a natural thunderstorm on this server because you have to be on for long periods of time. People won't be able to sleep because it disrupts the weather cycle. So we figured, why not make it just a little bit easier to get the thunderstorms while still getting the mob heads remains a challenge. Oh, what a load of fun. I'm looking forward to doing this, getting my first Eye of the Storm, eating it and going out and getting some actual mob heads. Maybe I will get that Phantom after all. You never know. But I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope you come by the shop and check him out and see what you can buy. And until next time, Hey! I better make sure he's trapped. We don't want him escaping. Before I go, I need to take care of one small little detail. Yes, the business of the hot potato.